Hello, my darlings. How are you all? Thank you for joining me here this evening for my Evening with Spirit, your questions answered. Who's in the room with me? Nedra, hello, my darling. Susan, hi. Hi from California. Melissa, how are you, my darling? I'm just going to wait for a few other people to join. But what I'm going to do is just to say thank you so much for everyone who has kindly booked an Aragato reading with me. Hi there, darling. How are you? We have raised around about just over $2,000, which is amazing for Help for Homeless. So thank you so much, everybody who has booked a reading. I'm sorry I've been a bit slow with replying to you for comments. I've done, I think last week was nearly 30 readings in the end, and I've got about another 20 or so to do going forward over the next few days. But thank you so much to everybody. It has been an amazing response. And I will be looking to do the same in March next year. I'm looking to do an animal charity. I will make an announcement at the end of this year, but it'll be the same principle: give what you can and receive a free reading, and all donations will go to that charity. So good morning, my darling. How are you? Hi, Megan. Hi, Parry. How are you? Who else is here? Emma, hello. Esther, hello, my darling. Hello, Megan. Hello, my darling. Hi there. So thank you to everybody who's here this evening. I'm going to start just to do a little general. Hello there, my darling. Lovely for you to join us for your first time. Hi, Charlene. Hi, Kitty. How are you, darling? Hi, Linda. Nadine, hello. Emma, hello. Yes, Emma, thank you so much. So Emma was amazing, and she put a little comment out on Instagram. There's a singer, Tom Rosenhall, who is giving away £1,000 to 10 UK charities, and so she raised my attention to it, and so we were able to highlight to him about Help for Homeless. So fingers crossed they might get another £1,000. So thank you, Emma. That's so kind. Okay, I'm going to start off with my Sacred Traveler Oracle deck. Hi, darling. Hi, Jack. There's my son, Jack, who's joined, who's back from university. Hi, Susie. Hi, Yogi. And a card has just popped out. What have we got? So this is a message for everybody here. And we have rainbow blessings, which has come out for you. And it says here, blessings are showering your life. Now, the thing about rainbows are, and it's something in the UK, during COVID, all the children drew rainbows. So it is very much, as we know, about hopes and blessings and things that have been nurturing and maturing and seeding and growing and blossoming during this period, during COVID. But it's that Spirit is saying to you, it's a message that all will be well. And it's a message for you to be grateful for where you are now, because that is projecting forward what is coming back to you. And it's literally like a sort of spectrum of blessings. I'm also getting that somebody's thinking of maybe painting their room or some rooms or something in their house. So do that, because it's wonderful to have a sort of a declutter and a clean. If you're thinking about starting something new, my darling, you will succeed. So the light is bright. There are flowers there talking about things blossoming, and just proceed without any hesitation. So that's a beautiful start. Oh, Jack, that's so lovely. Now, also, I just wanted to say as well, I had the opportunity to talk with Parry this week. What an extraordinary woman. And she very much writes so beautifully, as we've seen, from her higher self. So do take a note of her messages that she does put in here. And I'm getting goosebumps again, because there are going to be messages for some of you as she writes from her higher self as I respond to questions. So thank you, Parry, my darling. It was such a joy to meet with you. Okay, let's see what else comes out. And the other thing to tell you, so I feel like I had a little bit of a ticking off from Spirit this week. Well, it was a sort of a remembrance of mine. I'm going to try and keep this shorter. Okay, so I think that 2 hours is probably too long for everybody, and it's a little bit overwhelming. So I'm going to keep this shorter. I'm going to try and keep it to maybe an hour and a half maximum, maybe an hour and a quarter. But that means with my little slapping on the wrist from Spirit, I'm going to keep my answers shorter. I'm going to respond as quickly as possible to a question, give a very short, concise answer, and move on to the next, because I want to get through as many questions as possible. And it also has meant that I've changed my readings now that I offer, my personal readings. I am only doing 30-minute readings now. It is enough, Spirit saying, to keep it simple, give the message across, and it's not too much that it's overwhelming. So if you do want to book a personal reading with me, do go online, and it's on my website there. And tonight, I'd be so grateful as an energy exchange, a giving and receiving with gratitude and blessing. If you could like, if you love what I'm doing here, if you could like, if you could subscribe, if you wish to give a donation, I'd be so grateful. You can do it either via PayPal, or you can do it on the super chat function. I would be very, very grateful. Thank you so much, my darlings. Okay, so what else has come out for you? This is interesting. You've got vast vistas, expand your horizons. So what I'm seeing here, what Spirit is saying is, you have been for a while, and I think we all have to a certain extent, protected, kept kind of away, kind of in that sort of hermit mode where we could see everything that was going on, but it allowed us to space to sort of grow, allowed us a space to evolve. And although sometimes we felt very much in the dark about things, it's been a necessary space. We needed the darkness. This is like the ferns. Thank you so much, my darling. Thank you. We needed the fern. It's like the ferns. We needed the darkness to grow. And now you're ready. This is vast vistas. Expand your horizons. So what you think you're capable of, darling, Spirit is saying you're so much more capable of so much more. Expand your vision. Don't just stick with what you know. Look beyond that, because the universe will reward you. And all you have to do is take the first step. So that is another card. And I'm going to pull one more from this deck. So this is my Sacred Traveler deck. Thank you, Spirit. What have we had here? We have got unknown territory. You're exactly where you need to be. So the snow represents the clarity, represents clarity about where we are. But sometimes we don't have that clarity because we're muddled and we can't seem to find our way. But Spirit is saying, although you may feel that you are in somewhere where you don't know where you're going, you're uncomfortable where you are exactly where you need to be at this time, and everything will make sense. And you've got here the bird representing messages as well. It's almost like you're walking a path here where you're being guided all the way along that path. So you are exactly where you need to be. And just, Spirit is saying, just do what feels right for you. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Thank you. Thank you. That's incredibly generous. Thank you, my darling. Do what's right for me, because the thing is, if we're very confident about everything we're doing, we are not then having the awareness that we're sort of expanding, are we? We're sort of doing things in almost a repetitional way. But if we step out of our comfort zone and do things in a different way and do things new, it's an opportunity to grow. It's an opportunity to learn. It allows us to step into a whole new awareness of who we are. So I am going to pull now my tarot I have with me this evening, something slightly different. I've put my energy cards, they've gone off for a rest, and also my what was the other one, my Sacred Destiny Oracle, that's gone to bed too for a while. So I have with me my lovely what is it called, Intuitive Heart Tarot. It's got a gorgeous sort of red back to it, which a lovely friend of mine gave me for my birthday. And then I have also got 3 lots of witches. I've got the Witch's Wisdom Tarot, Everyday Witch, and Witch's Tarot. So I'm just going to pull a variety of those for questions going forward. But before I start, I just want to pull for you the Intuitive Heart Tarot. Thank you, Perry. Beautiful. Now, as many of you know who join me quite a lot, if I don't see your question, just keep reposting it. I've got some beautiful people on here who will help me also see it. If I don't answer it, maybe I wasn't meant to answer it at this time for you, but if I do answer it, then there is a message there from Spirit for you this evening. So let's just pull a few tarot cards for everybody here this evening, and those that Spirit intends to watch. Thank you, Spirit. What messages do you wish to give? This is the Intuitive Heart Tarot. So what has come out? Ooh, hello. So, Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers, two major arcanas have come out. So this is very interesting. Something's changing. So, Spirit is saying with the Wheel of Fortune, again, it's like all of these colors like the rainbow. So there are blessings coming in. The Wheel of Fortune is very much a card of let the universe do its thing for you. Let go of any perceived control that you may be trying to force on a situation, on a relationship, and allow the wheel to turn as it's meant to. This is a very transformative time for you. It's a time for you to release a lot of things. Trust in that direct perception of your soul, my darling. Trust in that. This wheel will turn. It is always turning. These clouds represent the shape, the constant evolutionary change. You know, we never see a cloud stay the same for very long. So everything is fleeting. Allow it to go. Embrace what is coming in. Stand in that center of that wheel and watch it turn. Everything is happening for you. Don't hold on to those spikes. Don't hold on to this outside of the wheel. Otherwise, you'll have lots of ups and downs. So that's the Wheel of Fortune. Expect the unexpected. And then you've got the Lover's card has come in. So for some of you listening, this may resonate. You have got choices to make. And it is something that I feel is a new relationship. It's not an old relationship. It's something that is being very much guided for you. You are in a place where you're actually open to receiving this now, where before maybe you wouldn't have been. So you've come into a place where you're open and receiving, and that's why Spirit is saying expect the unexpected. Things may be happening sooner than you may think, and it is going to be something that is emotionally rewarding for you. So there we are. So that's a beautiful a message for somebody. And two more cards have just popped out again. So the moon, goodness me, guys, you're having a lot of major arcanas tonight. You've got the moon and the star has popped out. So for those that are familiar with tarot, these are two extraordinary cards. The moon card is about trusting that, however, again, sort of in uncharted territory you may feel, however, in the dark you may feel about things at the moment, you're being asked to. It's like if you're in a space where you can't see the way ahead, you tend to go quite quiet, don't you? You tend to stand still and listen. So Spirit is saying stand still and listen at the moment for the way forward. Your third eye is guiding you. So your instinct is guiding you, or your third eye is guiding you at this time. And try not to let fear stop you from moving forward, because that is those two wolves. You know, we have this lovely American Indian tale of two wolves inside of us, the fear wolf and the love wolf. And the wolf that leads the pack is the wolf you feed. So don't feed the fear wolf. Everything as you move forward on your path, which is all starlit, it's all guided, it's all soul's intent. Everything is arranged in a metrical rhythm for you. That is the omniverse, my darling. And the moon card, just like with the Wheel of Fortune, is expect the unexpected. It's a wink from the universe. It hasn't quite winked yet, so it's not coming just yet, but it's a wink from the universe. And then you've got this beautiful star card. You are very committed to going through a big, profound change in your life. This is your focus at this time. And because you are doing that, you are willing and able to release things. You're not holding on to things. That is your soul. That is your intent at this time from a conscious level. And it is something that has been happening for a while, but now you are focusing on it. You are focusing on making a change and a shift in your life. And it is beautiful what is happening. And that is why that wheel is turning. So I am now, where are we? 21:14. If everybody's happy, I'm going to take some questions. So Yogi, you're very funny. Indigo Moon, I've just spotted you. I'd love to know what I should do, as I've been going through a difficult time for over a year. Yes, for Indigo. Indigo, I'm going to pick up my Everyday Witch Tarot. Okay, so let me put these cards away. And we're going to try and, thank you, Spirit, do this quickly with clarity. Thank you for Indigo Moon, Spirit. So you've got the Queen of Pentacles. Darling, this is coming down to you're not You have a lack of self-confidence at this time about your capabilities. You have a lack of self-confidence about, it's the perception of what others may feel. And Spirit is asking you to step out of that now and make decisions that feel right for you, because what is right for you from a soul level is going to be right for everybody else. You have all you need. You have abundance that is there. There has been a time, just like these trees, you know, like the fallow fields, where things have to rest, things have to go through a period of quiet. But it is, you can see here, the choices that you're going to make from a decision that is grounded and focused very much on you, self is going to bring an abundance into your life. So just trust that it is time, it is coming in for you. Who's next, my darling? Jamie, went through a really hard breakup. Can you let me know what's going on with this? A message for Jamie. Thank you. So you've got the King of Swords here. And what I am seeing with this card is that this person that you were dealing with, and I want you to try and step back and look at this with and send love and light to the situation. The person that you're dealing with is in a space where they look at things very, very logically, my darling. They want to be fair. They want to do things the right way, but there is a fear of them from stepping outside of almost like the book, almost like the way that we are told that we should do things. The King of Swords is somebody who can communicate, but can sometimes be a little bit abrupt. It is not their intent to hurt. It is simply their, you know, everybody has their own muddles. You know, every single person has muddles in their mind. Every single person has issues. Every single person has things that they feel that they don't want to show the outside world. Every person has their own personal relationship with themselves. And this was about their personal relationship with themselves. But they are gaining an awful lot of knowledge from this breakup. And if that is what your soul's gift to them is, then release it and let it go. And also, in terms of you, if you can't control, let me just move these cards. If you can't control what is happening and it's causing you stress and unhappiness, you can make that choice, because it's a choice. Thank you so much, Stephanie. You can make that choice to control how you are reacting to it. And instead, rather than reacting, responding to it from a place of understanding both what this breakup has given you and what it's given them. So, Scorpio abundance, how can I heal my heart and move on? Thank you for Scorpio abundance. Thank you, Spirit. Four of Pentacles, letting go, my darling. It's as simple as this, sweetheart. Letting go. Such two simple words to say, isn't it? And so hard to do. But in letting go, what you're doing is you can start just by simply taking a breath and saying, I hand this over to God. In letting go, it's just the messages I've just given. You can't control this. And it is causing you hurt, and you're trying to, you're stuck in that energy. And when you're stuck in that energy, you're reliving everything over and over again. Letting go and letting God is handing it over to the universe and say, thank you for helping to resolve this. Thank you for my healing. Thank you for me seeing what I've learned from this and how I can evolve. Again, it's changing the perception of it. And when we let go, it creates a huge amount of relief within us, even, darling, if it's just for a few moments each day, because you are a prisoner at the moment on your own thoughts. And the key to all of this is to make that choice, that decision, that although this is painful and you are hurting, in as many moments as you can, you're going to take a step forward. You're going to enjoy that moment that you've just been given, whether it is having a cup of coffee with a friend or watching something funny on TV. Choose in as many moments as you can to feel happy and to feel grateful for what it is that you are learning from this. So I hope that's helped, my darling. Emaran, what do I need to know for my highest good? Thank you for Emaran. Thank you. Ten of Swords. Spirit is saying that you can do this now. You can get up. You can move forward. but there is a weight of responsibility that you feel, and that I think you feel trapped again in the space that you've been in. This Spirit is saying the door is closed on this now. Accept whatever has changed in your life and know that that change is happening because there is something else. That change is happening in order for you to shift your perspective on many things, in order to allow what is meant to come in for you to come in for you. This is the raven here, the keeper of secrets. And there is a great deal of truth. Although you feel there has been an injustice done, try and not judge that injustice, but see it again, that somebody was in a great place of pain and hurt within themselves in order to behave like this. But what they have left you with is a knowing that you can draw a line under this now and move forward. So if you can resolve that within your mind and say, I'm going to move forward now, and I know that this has ended in order for something else to come into my life. There are messages from Spirit for you, my darling. There are a lot of messages from Spirit. Do keep an eye out for feathers as well. And although you are not in a space of awareness of it at the moment, there is a lot of abundance around you that you're not seeing. It's almost sort of in your face. So try and be grateful for as much as possible in your life right now, and know that this time, this winter time, is really a period of rest for you, a rest and rejuvenation, and a time of sort of self-love for you as well. And it's also removing you from Five of Swords. This is that energy space that is not comfortable to be in. It's a negative energy space, a lot of squabbling, a lot of bickering, a lot of disagreement, a lot of throwing things at each other, not physical things necessarily, but just transferring things onto one another. And you've been removed from this now, and Spirit's saying close the door on it and know that something else is coming in, but learn from those experiences. Susan Penner, Victoria, I'm asking the universe for financial assistance. I'm needing for having both my knees replaced. I know that things will become very 22. I'm learning to trust. So that's fantastic, Susan. Thank you. A message for Susan. Look, there we are, my darling. Ace of Cups. Beautiful. This trust that you're feeling within yourself, and that trust you're feeling within yourself is also a projection of self-love towards yourself, because you're trusting in the universe, and in trusting in the universe, you're trusting in yourself, your higher self. So Spirit is giving you this gift. So just trust that financial money, imagine it's coming towards you. Remember, money is energy. Keep saying arigato every time you give and receive. Spirit has a plan, my darling. And there are two doves there. There are two doves. Do you see above there? Well, let's just put it so you can see. Two doves there. So this talks about there is a certain amount of peace and joy and some, well, I'm not going to say union, but some relationship, something that's going to help you at this time. Emma, started a new job last Monday. Last week was horrible, really chaotic. Any advice from Spirit to me on handling this new job, all this change? Trying to trust and let go, but I'm a bit lost. Advice from Emma, please, Spirit. Advice for Emma. Okay. Four of Swords, my darling. There is Four of Swords. Try not to take anything personally that's happening at this time. I feel there's still healing within you that needs to be done. And what's happening is that you're being triggered at this time. Do you see there's swords there? You're being triggered at this time by things that are happening. Also, do you remember I talked about at the beginning of this reading about stepping out of our comfort zone? And so where you are right now, you wouldn't be there if Spirit, yourself, your higher self, didn't know that this was going to be for you. You're meant to be there. You're able to do this. You're more than capable. You're amazing at doing this. It's just that lack of self-confidence that is stopping you from moving forward. If you can, do give yourself every morning and every evening 10-15 minutes of just quiet stillness time in order to release a lot of energy that you've built up during the day, and maybe others have also transferred onto you, because sometimes work environments could be quite heavy energetically. And you see that little spider's web up there. Spirit is saying, don't worry, you're weaving all this together. You can either view this web as a place where you're stuck and you can't move, or you can view it that you're weaving everything together in your life right now. So just, again, keep coming back to that trust, darling. Nadine, when will I meet someone new? Well, Nadine, timings are, we're the only people that have timings. You've got the Ten of Swords card has come out. There is still something that you are not moving on from. So when you will meet someone new, when you are able to release yourself from this. And once you do that, you see the dawn is coming up. When you start to move forward and release things, look at that. I couldn't be clearer. When you start to move forward and release things energetically from you, this is the Six of Swords, then the magic happens. And that those leaves talk about things falling away, the necessary things, just like leaves falling off trees, in order for new growth to happen. You are going to do it, and it's going to be very, very heartfelt. And it's going to bring you to an end of a cycle. That's that Ten of Swords as well. Melissa, hi Victoria, could I have some guidance on my work, family life, please? For Melissa. Two cards, darling. Three of Wands and the Six of Swords. And on the bottom of the deck, you've got the Three of Swords. So this is the overall energy. There is a lot of hurt and relationship resolving that Spirit is asking you to focus on at the moment. And I feel like people are sort of licking their wounds at this time. It's okay. What Spirit is asking you to do is not to worry about anybody else or what's happening with them, but to focus on yourself right now. Spend a lot of time resting, a lot of time meditating if you can, being in that stillness. Write down things that maybe you'd love or you'd wish to be able to say to those that are involved in this, but you can't, you feel you can't, but write them down in the form of that unconscious letter writing that I told you about, where you're releasing a lot of things out of you. So you put pen to paper, don't think about it, can't type it, and you literally write what comes up within you, and you keep writing till you want to finish. It doesn't matter if it's not legible. It doesn't matter if you can't read it, because you're not going to read it. You're not going to take that energy back in. And there is the rain outside here, my darling. And the rain talks about things being washed away, things being released. It brings in, this is a necessary part of your relationship growth and everybody else's relationship growth. And your soul has manifested this, as has theirs. This is the Three of Wands. And although you may not feel it now, it's going to bring some beautiful change into your life. And now you've got the Six of Wands, which is about being victorious and about being able to give and receive much more so. I think there is a, within that space you're in, there is an imbalance of giving and receiving. But you're going to handle this beautifully, my darling, is what Spirit is saying. Terry, message for Spirit for Terry, please. Thank you. Message for Spirit from Terry. What's come out? Two of Wands. Okay, Terry, you've there's something you've already decided upon, or part of something you've already decided upon, and when maybe that's a resolution about something next year, or whether it's something that you've started to move forward with. Spirit is saying that keep moving forward with it. Okay, you and simply as well, not so much in the sort of trying to make things happen and scrabbling around, because I feel that you don't feel there's very much room to move at the moment. However, your higher self feels limitless. So part of this place where you're in is when you feel there's not a lot you can do right now from a practical point of view, there's an awful lot you can do from a receiving point of view. And what you can do is simply do nothing. It's to relax. It's to release a lot of things that you are carrying with you that may be holding you back. And it's that trust that if you are exactly where you're meant to be, then everything that has led you to this point of time has given you everything you need to move forward. So therefore, relax and release those self-doubts and just let it in. Just receive. Just say, I'm ready to receive, Spirit. I'm ready to receive, universe. This is what this person is doing here. And there's almost like a little kind of lollipop there, isn't it? Well, it's like a magic wand, but the Spirit said to me, lollipop. So this is about having fun. This is the sweetness of life. This is about enjoyment. And you have a great deal of passion and drive about this, is what Spirit is saying. So just follow that creative expression, my darling, and try not to focus too much on regrets and things that you may have done, because if we make mistakes in the past, mistakes are an amazing opportunity for growth. And in fact, when people are learning, they tend to do it by making mistakes, don't they? So don't worry about it. Let's let things come and go, and everything again is fleeting. Nothing, you're never going to be given more than you can handle. And look, everything is just sort of fleeting and disappearing. So, and a lot of times when people say or do things, it's, what is that expression about the hot air balloon? Just let it kind of wash over you. Don't respond to it. Choose wisely when you're going to say things and not say things to people. Terry, I hope that's helped, darling. Carla, darling, I'm starting this 4-week healing program very soon with an energy coach healer. How will this affect me? Messages for Carla, please, about her healing program. Thank you, Spirit. The Devil and the Two of Cups. So what this is saying to me, this is going to really help you come away from a lot of preconceived thoughts you have about yourself, about who you are, about things that have held you back, about things that you're holding within as well, about relationships. And I feel that is something, and there is so much within you that needs to come out. You do see this sleeping volcano in the background. So there is so much that is beautiful, that is creative, that is passionate within you, that needs to come out and express itself. It's waiting, it's bubbling, it's waiting to happen for you in that natural timing. But there is also so much of that dis-ease that needs to come out as well, my darling. And this is what this is going to do for you. Scorpio, Lady J, is there a special message from my parents, darling? Yes, my darling. Let me pull for you the Intuitive Heart Tarot for that one. Thank you. For Scorpio, Lady J, a special message from her parents. Thank you. That wanted to come out. And one more, please. Okay. So, sweetie, you've got the High Priestess and you've got the Queen of Pentacles, beautiful card. They're saying trust. They're saying they're talking to you, first of all, so listen in the silence. They are there. They are talking. The High Priestess card is for you to take a step back occasionally from what you're doing and observe things. Observe that everything is unfolding for you just as it's meant to. You are incredibly intuitive. You're not trusting that, so there's a need to trust in that. There is a whole new beautiful cycle coming in for you that is almost going to be quite fleeting, but the change that is going to happen is going to be immense for you. And I want you to look up pomegranates for me, because there's a particular message for pomegranates for you. It's something to do with Kabbalah. I know pomegranates are in a lot of the High Priestess cards, but this is a particular message for you, my darling. And then you've got the beautiful Queen of Pentacles. They are so proud of you and where you have come. And although there have been lots of sort of endings in your life, you have grown rapidly from it. You've grown beautifully rapidly from it. And you are now in a space where you are really beginning to make decisions from a different place now. And do you see the poppies in the background there? So that is a special card for you, because poppies are about remembrance. So I hope that's helped, my darling. And there's the white. I mean, I see this as all white hair, and hares are wonderful animals. They can hear everything. They're born with their eyes open so they can see. So that your parents are saying, trust what you see, trust what you hear, and don't run from your fears. Thank you. And look at that. Last message for you, my darling. Well, no, actually 2 messages for you. The Four of Wands. That's that beautiful community card about where you are and energies with you as well. And then you've got the Six of Swords. You've risen above this sort of double heartache. You've risen above this, and you're being guided by it's like you haven't let the weight of sadness, it's transformed into something else for you. And I think that's really beautiful, my darling. Okay, So I don't know how to pronounce your name, my darling, but is this New York job opportunity the right move for me, or do I stay in a somewhat toxic environment? Well, I'm going to pull the Witch's Tarot for this, my darling. Thank you. New opportunity, the right move for me, or do I stay in a somewhat toxic environment? Well, which place would you rather be in, sweetie? You've got the Eight of Swords, which is the toxic environment, or you have the Eight of Pentacles. Whatever you've been offered, you're very, very, very good at it. And it's something that will absorb you as well. And it's something that's been very much given to you in guidance. There is light there. It is a chance for you to transform a lot of feelings that you have about yourself as well. And you're going to gain a great deal of wisdom too. So, there's the raven there. This represents death and rebirth, and an opportunity to have a completely different perspective on life, my darling. You're going to work very, very hard, but you're going to absolutely love it. And don't be impatient, though, Spirit is saying. Allow whatever's going to happen with this new role to grow and transform as your confidences grow, as your understanding of yourself grows, so will the opportunities arise for you. And look at that, you're going from the Eight of Swords to the Eight of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. Beautiful energy, my darling. Yeah, take the job is Spirit's advice here. Ethel, any messages from my ancestors? Ace of Wands, beautiful, darling. And I don't know where that is, but I don't know if that means anything for you. But this Ace of Wands is everything is very fleeting, my darling. And they're saying everything is fleeting. Everything's quite fragile sometimes. And at your deepest level, you know what it is that you wish to do. And it's going to be incredibly transformative for you. Do it. Because you're going to allow a growth for yourself like no other. And isn't that wonderful? It's almost the same city here. Now you've got the 10 of Wands here. Release the burdens that you feel that you may feel for others. Release the responsibilities that you feel you may feel for others. It is not your responsibility. It is a time now for you to focus on self-is, not being selfless, because you can't be selfless if you haven't come home to yourself first of all. So this is an opportunity for you to put down everything that's just too much for you at this time and really come back to the simplicity of it all. Come back to one focus at this time is what is good for you, what is right for you. And then all will become clear, my darling. Thank you, sweetheart. That's so lovely. Pamela, any messages from Spirit about love? Thank you, Parry. Beautiful message. Pamela, any message from Spirit about love for Pamela? Let go, my darling. Let go. Let go of the need, if it's not happening, for it to happen. Just let go and let God. Give the universe a chance. Allow the universe to bring this home to you, because your energy of wanting to try and make this happen or control it in a way that just comes from fear, and we're also prone to doing this, is to block it coming to you. So just let go, sweetie. The universe, look at this. You're about to let go and take a leap of faith. So if there is somebody around you at this time, or you're in a relationship, trust it. Take that leap of faith and trust it. You have everything you need. Your soul here, this loyal companion here, is not worried, is not bothered, is having a lovely time. But if there isn't anybody, just take a leap of faith. Take that leap in the direction you're meant to go, and that person will come in at the right time for you. You are, lots of major arcanas tonight, you are manifesting, sweetie. You're manifesting, and there is love here. Do you see? It's all around. And I see here like the blue and the red butterflies here. So there is definitely something metamorphosing. I can't speak, Spirit. Metamorphosizing. There is love going through a metamorphosis stage. There we are. Third time lucky, hopefully. But there has there has been a death of something that has ended. So I hope that helps you, sweetie. Who else? Palak Misra, channel message from angels. Thank you. Yes, I'm going to use the Sacred Destiny Oracle for you, darling. That wanted to come out. Grounding. Go deep and explore your roots, my darling. It's really important at this time that you ask yourself, what is important for me? What is important for me? And try and let go of everything else, because I think there's an awful lot of noise in your life right now, and your soul is seeking the silence at the time. Try with grounding, try and be present as much as possible. Literally go and go out and be in nature. Sit, lean against a tree. Trees are a reminder to us with the roots, how everything is connected. Young trees help old trees. Underneath, within that dark space, within that soil, there is so much happening, so much growth, so much support. So try and release the worry about where you are, and try and sit and say thank you for the answers coming to me, and try and visualize, my darling, where it is that you wish to be, but releasing all the detail about it, just how you feel about it, because there is, again, you've got this vast vista, so you may want to go back to the beginning of the reading when I did a general reading and see what I said about expanding your horizons. You know, just like those ferns grow in the dark as well, there is things that have been happening for you without you being aware. Ree Grimberg, is that right, my darling? Thank you for all the messages. Any for me? Anything for Ree? Great adventure. Take a risk, my darling. Venture forward. Be really, really bold. Be really daring. There is something. And you know what? If we knew what was ahead, we wouldn't be an adventure. Let the universe give you the surprises and delights. It may feel a bit choppy from time to time, but underneath that surface, there is, again, so much happening. There's a whole other world of peace and quiet. And your soul is blissfully happy if you take that leap, take that risk, my darling. And who knows where these winds of change, thank you, Spirit, they're on form tonight, winds of change will take you. And then they're saying unknown territory, exactly where you're meant to be. So again, something at the beginning of the reading may have been for you in terms of resonating. Yolanda, there's a new person who's showed up in my life. What can you tell me about this relationship? Let's use the Intuitive Heart Tarot for you. Thank you for Yolanda. Rachel, I've seen your question as well, my darling. You might want to post it again if it disappears, but I've seen it. Yolanda, message for Yolanda. New person, relationship. Thank you, Spirit. What messages do you have? Sweetie, they're saying at the moment for you, you've got this overall energy of the Hangman. Just hold back on this a bit. Don't go rushing forward into this, okay? It's not to say that there is, it's not the relationship that you're being asked to focus on at this time. You're being asked to focus on the support structure that you're giving yourself. It's about you going deep within yourself and asking yourself some really kind of fundamental questions about who you are and what it is that you're looking for in a relationship, and how is that in relation to yourself, because you've got the 10 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. You are still healing from something, and if you move forward at a rush into this next relationship, all you will do is carry that unhealed energy into this relationship. So Spirit is asking you to sit in the stillness and meditate. When I talk about the stillness, my darlings, there is something actually which really helps with that, because the stillness is, first of all, that space where we are observing that we are having a particular thought or a particular feeling, because we're not that thought, we're not that feeling. We are always observing it. We are that unobserved observer. So to sit in that stillness, to sit in that silence, I want you to just do something now, and all just do it quietly, briefly. Simply say the words I am, and then just put silence after it, and then you'll feel that stillness. So just with me now, simply say, I am. That is the stillness. That's the space to sit in. Did you feel that? So this is the space you're being asked to sit in. Sit in that stillness and that space, and you're going to allow the answers to come through. Okay, so Kitty, you like that? It is amazing, isn't it? It's just like this complete wham. You're in that space. Right. And Spirit is saying, yeah. And within that space, you'll find balance. You'll find answers. You'll find the direction. You'll find your course of action. You'll be able to, you're literally so grounded that you know, truth and clarity is your kind of foundation for everything. And you are stronger than you know. Beautiful. Stephanie, will my book be published? Let me move back to the Everyday Witch Tarot. Thank you. Thank you, Stephanie. You donated. Thank you so much. And Rachel, wasn't it? Was it Rachel? Come back to me. Stephanie, will my book be published? The moon card has come out. And what else wanted to come out for Stephanie? Thank you. Thank you. Any more? Yes, Stephanie. And actually, you're going to do more and more and more. There's the moon card, and there is the Ace of Wands. So although it might be a little bit overwhelming sometimes, actually, this is just the start of something for you. Look, you're off to do other things. And the moon card is the fact that you have gone on a path that is kind of, well, it is a little bit mysterious, but it's also very, very magical for you. And Spirit is saying again, just trust that there may be other things happening for you. It has allowed you to see the big picture in terms of writing this book. And there is so much more within you in terms of writing another book as well, my darling. So yes, this is just the start of many. Mickey, our mum Monica passed in 2007, age 96. Does she have a message? A message for Mickey from his mummy. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Mickey's mummy. We'll use the Intuitive Heart Tarot for you, my darling. Message for Mickey from his mummy. Thank you, Spirit. One more card. Thank you, Mickey's mummy. What other message would you like to give? Ooh, a lot of messages. Okay. So she is saying to you, my darling, it's okay to let go. You've got here the Tower. The support and love that you gave to her was extraordinary. She wants to thank you for that. Although this happened, I know that although you knew it was going to happen, it was still, as always, unexpected. And she wants you to let go now. It's okay. Do you see the butterfly there? It's transformative. It's that space of, you know, butterflies have something magical and beautiful has come from this for her, and she's at peace. And however you're feeling now is a temporary situation. You've also got the moon card. You've also got the moon card here. So she's asking you to move forward now. Move forward. You've got the Two of Swords. I love this Two of Swords because it is the contrast of the sun and the night, of the black and the white. Everything has a balance. You're much more balanced than you think you are. You have truth. You have clarity. You have an understanding of things. Do go within and listen, because she's there still to talk to you and teach you things. This is the Hierophant. So, Mickey, I hope that's helped you. Thank you. And she's full of love. Look, the Queen of Cups has just popped out. She's full of love. Karine, can I have guidance for me, please? Thank you. Guidance for Karine. And Rachel. Karine, move forward now, darling. Time to move forward. time to those things. Let me just put that fan on, a bit hot actually. Move forward, my darling. It is time now to kind of let go of emotions now that you've held on to for a while. You're doing this. And those, they almost look like storm clouds, and they're shifting now for you. So just know, as you're moving forward, things will start to come into your space, and you will understand what it is that you are meant to do, because this is this beautiful Ace of Wands. And look what I'm seeing here, out of the, what is it, out of the ashes, the phoenix rising up out of the ashes. So the greatest, grandest version of you is just around the corner, and it's something that you've had to go through, things that you've had to go through in order to bring you into that space. Just beautiful, my darling. And it is almost at your fingertips. Thank you. Sarah, why do I feel unable to believe in myself? Let me pull you the Sacred Destiny, darling. And where is Rachel, darling? Who I said I would get to you. Is it Rachel? And then I missed you again. So, Sarah, why do I feel unable to believe in myself? Okay, so you've got two cards, my darling. The overall energy is crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. So this is a very, and you've got unknown territory, the card that we talked about at the beginning, that Spirit is saying, you know what, you're exactly where you need to be at this time. The bridge represents you letting go of the past, whatever that may mean for you, because it's changed. There is a new cycle, something coming in for you. But in order for that new cycle to come in, there have to be shifts within you and a letting go. Again, the card, I was talking about letting go right at the beginning of this reading. So this may be for you. I feel that there are old kind of embedded wounds within you about things that have happened, and try and forgive, because forgiveness is the extraordinary act that you can do for yourself. It's the act of self-love. It's the act of self-empowerment, because you're releasing that energy. You see, we all can make a choice at any one point, at any one moment, how we are going to feel about something. So try to choose now that this is something that you want to see, what you've learned from it, and what you can just let go of, this old energy. Choose to see the positive in it, my darling. Choose not to, also choose to look at it. And this is something that I know that I'm talking from my own experience. I was choosing to remain almost addicted to the feeling of what I was feeling. And actually it took my perception just to simply change, to say, no, that's just a habit of mine that I am doing. So try and let it all go, and understand that in letting it go, you're releasing a whole load of energetic weight that you're carrying around with yourself at the moment. And you're then ready to move forward on this bridge. So where is that other card? Sorry, some of them have turned over. So unknown territory, exactly where you're meant to be. So I hope that is helping you, darling. And staying focused. I just saw a message about staying focused. Stay focused on one direction forward now. Thank you. David. Hi, Victoria. Any messages for a Scorpio on his way back from hell? Bless you, darling. Message for David, Spirit. Well, keep having your sense of humor, David. That wanted to come out. Look at that. Beautiful. You've also got crossing bridges. So the same messages. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. So it is a reminder, when you forgive people, you're not necessarily doing it for them. You're doing it for you. And it's also a reminder that everybody has a beautiful soul. Everybody intends to be kind and to be good. It's just their feelings about themselves, their muddled thoughts, their perception of things all get in the way of that. So forgive them. It's that, what did Jesus say? Forgive them, for they know not what they do. Just forgive them, and know that the relationship that they have with themselves really is, for the most part, of how and why they're reacting to you. And you could be a trigger for things, but it's really important if we stand back and we stand in that stillness I talked about, and understand that actually, for the most part, how people treat us has really got nothing to do with us. And therefore, you can step back from it and say, well, I can look at this now with compassion, and I'm not feeling hurt by it because it was my ego, my pain body that's saying I'm hurt, but actually I'm not, because I understand this is all about the relationship that they have with themselves. So it goes back to, you can control how you react to a situation, but you've got here as well first light. And so this card is beginning a new cycle. So there is something with you doing this connection with spirit, with you doing this healing. There is a beautiful, this is the dawn card, isn't it? And you've got here the eggs talking about rebirth. There is something around Christmas for you that's really going to lift your spirits as well. And you have done, although you may not feel it, you've done an awful lot of releasing already, my darling. Messages from spirit, keep looking out for them as well. Yes, there's definitely something in Christmas for you, because I just saw the Bethlehem star as well. So I hope that helps you. Thank you, Mickey. Thank you so much. Rachel, here we are, darling. I can see you now. Is my friend N supposed to become my love and partner in life, or is he a red flag? Test from the universe. It's complicated. I'm ready to receive true heart connection, available love. I'm going to use this intuitive heart tarot. There we go. Thank you. Thank you for Rachel about love. Ooh. Well, 2 cards flew out, both major arcanas for you, High Priestess and the Justice card again, darling. So Spirit is saying you know the answer to this one. Is this your doubt kicking in? Is this your fear kicking in? What is it that are red flags for you? Are those red flags triggers for you of something that's within you? Here again, the High Priestess, the need for you to detach from this and to observe it from a very different perspective now, my darling, about what is this trying to teach you? I know I bang on about this, but it's so important in terms of we can only make sense of things if we actually literally step out of our mind. Our mind can never make sense of this. It goes round and round and round in circles. Step out of this space, observe yourself literally like you're watching yourself in a play or in a movie, and say, how is this situation making me feel? And now it is saying it is resolving and it is something that will go in your favor, but how is this situation, how is this relationship making me feel? If I'm feeling anxious, if I'm walking on eggshells, if I'm trying to please too much, what is that telling me about the relationship I have with myself? So they're not going to give me much more in that. Well, let's just see if they give me one more card. Thank you, Spirit. 4 of Cups. For me, this is not so much that the relationship has red flags, darling, but that your concerns and hurts and things that you haven't healed from, you've brought into this relationship, because this is talking about the past and the present and things that are still energetically that you're focusing on at this time. So I hope that has helped you. Spirit of being very, clear with the messages tonight. And I know sometimes they're not messages that we wish to hear, but they're definitely messages that Spirit wishes for us to consider to hear. And part of this journey, this evolution, this enlightenment is the acceptance of where we are and who we are. And actually there is nothing that we needed to have done differently. There is nothing that we should have done differently. Everything has brought us to where we are right now here. And it is only, I'm just going to, there is a beautiful quote, and actually I was woken up in the night with these words and I looked them up, and it had come from Alan Watts. So maybe he popped into my dreams to give me something, but it woke me up because he shouted it at me. And he says, this is Alan Watts, through our eyes, the universe is perceiving itself. So we are the universe experiencing through having a physical experience. So when you look at things through the universe's eyes, the universe is simply love. So the universe, so the encouragement is from Spirit to see things, to perceive things always from love, from compassion, and from understanding, both for yourself and for another. Because that, thank you so much, Pete. I will come to you, Pete. to perceive things from that space, because it is from that energy space of love that you allow yourself to make those changes and to see things differently. When we view things from a place where we are saying it is not me, it is something else, then we are not willing to make that shift within us. And it's a really tough thing to do, because enlightenment is you know, to advance forward, we really have to be deeply honest with ourselves. Pete, I seem to have had a lot of physical, emotional, financial pain in the last week. Is this going to end soon, because it's taking my ability to look after my son's needs properly? Of course, Pete. Thank you. Message for Pete, please. 4 of Wands. So I believe the answer, Pete, is yes. In fact, they're saying please trust that this time is only temporary. This 4 of Wands is a very it's a space of commitment, a commitment you're making to yourself, commitment you're making to your son. It is being recognized as well. One of the things that we sometimes do when we ourselves are unwell is that we focus our energy on the unwellness, on the pain, on the discomfort. And I had a toothache this week, and I thought I would try this out, and Spirit were amazing. But so I had a toothache, and I just simply said to Spirit, thank you. And I imagined, well, I didn't actually, I said it to my body and to my mind, but with Spirit's intent, my higher self intent, thank you for my cells know exactly what to do in order to heal my tooth. Thank you. And I completely trusted it. And what happens is, when we start to focus on the pain, we are sending a mixed message. So our cells know exactly what to do. Our bodies are amazing, and our cells go to source energy for that information as well. But if we are focusing on the negative piece of it, we're muddling up that energy. So Pete, I know you've been feeling unwell, so send a message as many times as you can remember to your mind, to your body, to say thank you for healing this, thank you, and trust in it, and try not to give then any attention to it, but focus on something that brings you joy. Focus on things with your son that bring you happiness. Take your attention away from it. Thank you, Spirit. One last message for Pete. Oh, they're giving you 2. Yes. So Pete, as well, there is a lot of this is the 8 of Swords, and also the Devil card has popped out for you here. So this is a lot of deeply rooted energy, dis-ease within you that you need to get out. And so if you know what that is, do start, you know, sometimes, as I said, doing some unconscious letter writing can help you release things that you're unaware of. Go and see somebody who's amazing at Reiki, you know, a Reiki teacher who can help release some of that trapped energy. But Spirit is saying it's okay. Trust also, and have patience, that there's nothing that you have done wrong at all. There's nothing that you should be doing any differently, other than withdrawing your attention away from drawing your attention away from the light and focusing on the problems. Now try and start to focus on things that make you happy. Focus on being well. Keep saying thank you for my health. Thank you for my personal health. Thank you for my financial health. I hope that helps, my darling. Oh, bless you. Thank you. Mystery. Hi, Victoria. Please, can I have guidance on work, career path? Should I stay where I am or finish my degree, or look for new opportunities? Advice for Mystery. Thank you, Spirit. Well, should I stay where I am? Finish my look for... Darling, what is it that you love doing? What is it that you love doing? It's as simple as that. What is it that is your creative expression, my darling? Where are you giving your attention right now? You know, your mind is, you are very complex. You are incredibly clever, and you are now being asked to direct your thoughts your attention, your desires forward. Where attention goes, energy flows. So where are you directing your attention right now? Because that's where your reality is taking you. And then you've got this extraordinary offer coming in, something that you may have forgotten about, my darling, but there is an offer coming in for you, and it is coming in at exactly the right time for you, and it is coming in with the necessary support and guidance and infrastructure that you need. So do you know what? Do nothing at this time. Just sit and be in a space where you are manifesting consciously. So live your life now from a very conscious place that you are causing and creating the whole time your reality, and be aware of your thought process at this time. There is something, this is the moon card again, something unfolding for you, something that's yet unknown, yet unseen, something the universe is bringing in for you. So just trust. Let's move back to this other card. Thank you so much, my darling. Hi, Victoria. I'm a Scorpio going through extremely difficult time with ill health for the last 6 months. I feel like I can't bear anymore. I'm struggling. What to do? Message, please. So, Daruba, message, please, for Daruba. Sweetie, you've got the 7 of Pentacles has come out. I know it's a very, it's a bad space where you are right now. Spirit is asking you, there is so much rushing in you for things to change, things to move forward. And there is something you're not seeing. There's something that you're missing at this time that they're asking you to look at. You've got the 3 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Your soul knows, sweetie. Your soul knows. So I do ask, if you can, to go back to what I've said about sitting in this stillness and sitting in that space of listening, listening to understand, my darling. Try not to be so much of a, it sounds awful thing to say, but try not to be so much of a rush is what I'm getting. Let's see what else they have for you. The 2 of Cups. There is somebody coming in to help you at this time. I do see in the background there, it's almost like for me, it's like a cross there. So it's something that's a very spiritual relationship that's coming in to help you. And you see that beautiful light there. So let's see what else comes out for you. And I want you, again, just like I was saying to Pete with your ill health, it's about directing your focus, directing your attention away from your health and focusing on things, because you've got the 10 of Wands here. There's too many burdens, too many emotional, energetic burdens that you're carrying around at this time. It's time to release them, Spirit is saying. So you know what those are, and it's time now to look at yourself from a different perspective and say, okay, I'm going to focus just on me now. I'm going to focus on my joy. I'm going to focus on my happiness. And I'm going to focus on letting go of control of things that I can't control, but also with the understanding that if I focus on my health, I'm saying thank you for my health, and focusing on allowing my body to do what it does so beautifully, then I will be better. You've got to trust this, my darling. Mystery, thank you so much. Terry and Liz, the birthday girl, please, Victoria. Terry, there we go. Terry, sorry. Canada, I'm having some extra expenses coming up and I'm on a fixed income, also ready to move. Victoria, will I have the means and the money to cover the expenses? Imagine money like a waterfall, my darling. Let's just have a look, Victoria. Thank you. 6 of Cups and 4 of Swords and Queen of Swords. So you've got the 6 of Cups here and the 4 of Swords. So the 4 of, sorry, not the 4 of Swords, the Queen of Swords. Let me just pull her up again. So the Queen of Swords is somebody, you are able to communicate clearly about what you need and what you want, Spirit is saying. So there is help for you at hand. It may be somebody from your past, but there's definitely help for you at hand to allow. Do you see this water flowing? This talks about the flow of money, the flow of abundance. There is something in your past that may be blocking this as well, this abundance coming towards you. It's something from your past about a negative energetic attachment to money. So again, go through this experience of arigato, giving and receiving with blessing and gratitude. So as you're giving money, my darling, say arigato. As you receive it, say arigato. There is things closer than you think with these 6 of Cups and the flowers here. Things are blossoming and changing for you. And here you've got, and this for me looks like lavender. I want you to look up lavender for me. But Communicate clearly that what it is that you are desiring and needing at this time, and there is help at hand for you. Let me just see one more message, please, there, just to make. Ten of Swords. Yep, there is things. Keep moving forward. However hard this may seem for you at this time, my darling, keep moving forward. It is not as barren as it may seem. It is just in that sort of twilight place for you at the moment, but you are being asked to get up, to move forward. There is a new dawn coming. Whatever has happened is gone. Let go of that and move forward. It's very important. You're getting intuitive messages during the night in your dreams, and now you've got the Wheel of the Year. Beautiful card for you. This next year is going to be transformative for you in terms of abundance, in terms of healing, in terms of love coming in terms of self-love, in terms of your clarity. The whole thing is going to make a great big change, and look, it's all going in your favor with the Justice card. Just say thank you, Spirit, thank you. And imagine that water again, like a waterfall or a trickle, it doesn't matter, flowing towards you. Liz, happy birthday. Are you still going to make your dreams come true for next year? So yes, my darling, the Two of Wands, but it's very important now. Again, this Two of Wands, Liz, do you see that one wand is already stuck in the ground? So that says to me, you've already set this intention. You've already willed for this to happen. It's done. Now it's down for you. The universe has responded yes. Now it's down for you with where you set your attention. Again, where attention goes, energy flows. Thank you, darling. Where attention goes, energy flows. Focus forward, my darling. Focus forward. Understanding that the river meanders and it bends. It's never in a straight line. Things are never as straightforward as they may seem. But that river is peaceful. It's quiet. So wherever you're giving your attention now, that energy is flowing. So make sure it's not on the things that are not happening. That is not on the things that you wished were happening but are not happening. It's basically not on the negative perception of it. Focus on the positive, and this will happen for you. Because look, you've got the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You are too wrapped up at the moment in terms of what is not happening as opposed to what you are willing to happen. When you basically trust and know to such a level that something is going to happen because you have willed for it to be so, you know it's going to happen, the universe has no choice but to respond with it. So remove doubt out of it. The universe has to deliver it to you. Thank you, Spirit. Queen of Pentacles. Look, beautiful card. That's the last card there, darling. Your soul knows that's the doggies there. And that oyster shell. It's almost like an oyster shell. So don't kind of clam up. Open up to people, but talk to people all the time about what is happening for you and how you're excited about this. Drive that energy forward, my darling. Drive it forward. It's okay. You're going to have a good decision to make. Yitama, is that how I say it, my darling? Any messages for me regarding romantic love and career, please? Thank you. And CDBT 333, yes, I will do you after, darling. So messages for Yitama, thank you, regarding romantic love and career. Thank you. Seven of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So focus, my darling, on decisions. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so Seven of Wands. Focus now on decisions again, where you are focusing your intent, you're focusing your will forward. You are not having to defend yourself or feel like you have to protect yourself against other people's indirect perceptions of you. You and only you have a direct perception of your life. You and only you know how you feel about things. You and only you know what you're really wanting and wishing to happen and how that makes you feel. So don't feel the need to defend it in terms of your career and life path. Protect it. Protect your energy space. Your energy is your most important asset, my darling. Protect it, guard it, cherish it. But pay no heed and no attention to people who might be not wanting you to move forward in the way that you are wanting to, because it means that they're being pulled back. And that's a particular message for you there, my darling. And then you've got the King of Pentacles. So, and this is about your career, first of all. So the King of Pentacles, there is abundance. Pay very close attention to opportunities that are coming in your way. And your crown chakra is opening up, and you are very aware. You will be committed to what you're doing, but pay very close attention to opportunities coming your way. And don't let fear stop you from moving forward. I missed that other donation question, so please will you repost it for me? For love, though, for you. What was that other one? Look, Ace of Cups, brand new love coming in, sweetie. Brand new love coming in, but it's because it's coming in once you've gone through this transformative process of just releasing things. This Ace of Cups is an overflowing love. That is the love we feel for ourselves when we see we're the only person we have a relationship with our entire life. So why wouldn't we focus on that first? And the more grounded and the more stable our relationship is with ourselves, the more we treat ourselves like our best friend, and understand that we are seeing through our eyes, the universe is perceiving itself. So let us look to say that we're not looking for love, we're not needing love, we are love. Our soul is love. So we have more than enough to give. We don't need it to fill a space that is empty. But in order to find that, we have to release a whole lot of stuff from ourselves that is stuff that we've told ourselves that is just not true. And that's the transformative process. Don't be impatient about this love coming in, darling. It is going through a growth stage, a blossoming stage. It will come in for you when it is meant to. And it'll come in with a little hi, a kind of slight surprise. It's almost like a sort of a gentle approach. It's going to be nothing that's going to sort of hit you in your face, although it will be something that will surprise you in terms of where you're going to meet this person. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Who did I miss? Who made me a very kind donation and I didn't see your message, my darling? Kitty, can you help me here? Or Yogi, who have I missed who gave me a donation? EBTN, yes, I do believe in twins and twin flames. I do feel what it is more that it's a particular relationship where it's a relationship where there is such a connection that the triggers and the depth of it are that much stronger. And the twin flame relationships are not about union. They are about what each other's soul is giving as a gift to another in terms of their awakening process. Good time for online dating, darling. I haven't dated anyone but one person in about 11 years. I think you do what you want to do, darling. Let's see what they say. You've got the High Priest and the Eight of Swords has popped out for you. Just go out and explore. I think part of it is your fear of stepping out of your comfort zone at the moment. And maybe the key to this new change and this new direction is to have that expression within yourself of saying, do you know what? I'm ready to embrace all change. I'm ready to see what the universe is going to bring in for me. So try it out, my darling. Try it out. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jack. I saw that, my darling. I thought you were asking for yourself then. Jack's back from Durham, everybody, which is lovely to have him home. Come back with very long hair and a beard. He looks amazing. Wish I had curls like that. Sorry, Jack. I'm not going to embarrass you anymore. I'm going now. Right. Charlene, career and finances. Who have I answered? Who I intended to answer then? Charlene, career and finances, please. I'm going to be really strict with myself. I'm going to do 12 more minutes. Oh, you did donate. I did answer you, darling, didn't I? I did answer you. Cool. Okay. Charlene, career and finances. Oh, Kitty, that Jack does look amazing. Sorry, Jack. Jack, if you want to pop down and say hi before you, he was going to say hi at the beginning of this video. Jack, if you want to pop to the reading room and say hi, you're more than welcome, my darling. Otherwise, maybe next week. Sorry, Charlene. Message for Charlene. 2 cards for Charlene. Ooh, hello. Career and finances, nothing to worry about, Charlene. Page of Pentacles and 8 of Pentacles. That makes the 9 of Pentacles, which is that wonderful card of you living on such a consciously manifesting, brilliant level. So there is something that's coming in for you. It's beautiful. It is something that's going to really test you a little bit, which is meant to. It's meant to take you out of your comfort zone. But it's going to take you to new heights in your career and finances. It's going to be something that for you is giving you a completely different awareness of your capabilities. It's something that's going to be really fabulous and beautiful. And then you are going to work extremely hard at it. And you're going to kind of finesse your gifts, if that makes sense, and learn a great deal from it. And I'm really... That's a wonderful, wonderful 2 combinations for you with the 9, bringing it to the 9 of Pentacles. Chris, what did you want to ask me? Chris, my darling. Sweetie, Jack, I'm going to be wrapping up in 10 minutes. So if you want to pop in, do pop in. Chris, what did you want to ask me? Charlene, I've just done your career and finances, sweetie. Chris, we've got the Emperor card has come out for you, and the Fool card. So this is what Spirit was saying, I believe, for you. So the Emperor card is there's a nostalgia in you at looking back at things and wishing that maybe you'd done something slightly differently. And you're still very wounded from this experience. There's still a lot of battle scars within you at this time. But it's okay, because this time of reflection is allowing different truths to emerge for you that are helping you to move forward in a new direction. So try and embrace these feelings. Don't put them away. It's not a good idea to put them away. Embrace these feelings. Don't try and rush through this experience for yourself at the moment when things are coming up, because it can be damaging. Because what it is doing for you, darling, is creating this beautiful new foundation for yourself. Something that you, a little bit of magic's involved in it too. I hope that helped you. Jack, your mum could use the interruption. Sounds like life. Scorpio here, moving to a couple of days. I'm moving a couple of times. There's been a few hard years for me, so my advice from message from Spirit sounds like a life. Messages. Thank you, Spirit. So yes, my darling, so you had the 7 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So there is something that happened that sort of was very unsettling and upsetting for you. It was a transitionary time for you, though. It did allow you to kind of go through things that you never thought you would go through, and actually has made you realize just how amazing you are. But the situation did leave you with a lot of truth and a lot of clarity. And because of that, my darling, look at this. Beautiful, beautiful cards for you. The Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. So everything is going to shift around for you now, because you've done a lot of hard work about releasing a lot of stuff and coming into acceptance of who you are. And there's going to be new opportunities, things that you realize you've manifested a long time ago, appearing for you. So much self-love, so much releasing, so much passion about things, so much clarity. You're going to find your voice. Next year is all about that with making healing and letting go at the center of yourself. You are allowing all sorts of beautiful blessings to come into your life. Jackie Smith, will next year bring in better times for me? Jackie. Natalie, I don't know if I did, darling. Jackie, will next year bring in better times for me? Thank you. Jackie. Jackie. Jack, you can bring Nut as well. We'll have a little bit of chaos. Jackie, 7 of Cups. Lots of options next week. Next week? Well, maybe it's next week. There are. Spirit said it. Lots of options next week. Spirit is saying, and it's going to make they're very funny sometimes, and it's going to whatever choices you make are going to have an impact on what's happening for you. Spirit is saying, slow down, stop. Don't jump at this. Don't react. Don't rush forward. Just look back and observe, look at all of them. All of them. There's no wrong or right choices. Look at me fumbling over my words with the rush to do it. So, one has the rainbow there with blessing. One has the transformational change. One has the dragon about facing your fears. They're all good choices. And Spirit is saying the answer will come, you will know, but you've got to sit in the silence. You've got to sit in the silence. Don't rush forward. Don't ask your mind for the answers. Just wait for the answers. I think Jack's coming now. So I will do a couple of questions after Jack has been in. Oh, there's Daisy barking. Brought Nut as well. Oh my goodness, everybody. So it was Nut. She has completely grown, everybody.
Oh, come say hi.
And then here is
hi,
Jack.
Everyone.
So here's Jack. Back from uni.
I take it back. Yeah, take it back.
You got her?
Wait, you got her.
Okay. Oh, she's upside down now.
There we go.
So this is Jack. Jack, you have to come round. Well, she won't do.
She's done this. Right.
So Susie's saying hi.
Hi, everyone.
So Jack's just come back from university, and he's a mathematician, like his mother. Not. So let me finish off. Let me do some more cards.
Sit to the side.
You can sit to the side. Does anybody have any questions for Jack?
Oh my God.
Desra, any message for me regarding work opportunities? For Desra, messages for Desra. That wanted to come out. You've got the Chariot, darling. Yes. Let go of any outcomes at the moment with the Four of Pentacles. Let go of any outcomes. Trust that it's coming home to you. You've called it in. The universe is going to deliver it to you, but you've got to get out of the way of it now. Let go of all the detail of how it's going to happen, and it'll come home for you. Natalie. Hi, Victoria. Is there a message for me? Can Spirit tell me anything about Jack? Not this Jack. Another Jack. Natalie. Message about Jack. Oh, Terry says, Jack, do you love stats, Jack?
Wait, move that down. I'll let you do reading first and then I'll answer Terry's question.
Natalie, about Jack. 2 of Swords, sweetie, and the 6 of Pentacles. So in terms of that giving and receiving energy, do sit in that space, sweetie, and listen. You will receive, is the answer I'm being given. There is, look at that beautiful childlike energy there as well. Trust in this with a childlike magic that you will receive the answers that you need to receive. This is a beautiful cycle as well new cycle coming in for you. And everything that you see around you is a reflection of where you are right now in your space. I trust that makes sense. Jack, what was the...
It was like stats. I've just done my first term at university, so really just like the foundation. I start a stats module next term. Statistics.
Oh, okay. See how good I am at maths.
I start a stats module next term, so I guess I'll find out then, because I've only done like A-level statistics, which I imagine is quite different. But yeah, right now I've just started and I'm actually really, really enjoying it.
He's loving it. He's wrapped up warm though up there. Right. Charlene, we're coming for a visit then, darling. Pete Ferguson, my son is also called Jack and is a race driver, but aiming to make movies now. What are you studying, Jack? Maths. Gretchen. I love the name Gretchen. My sister's greatest friend is called Gretchen. Do you see a house in my near future? Page of Cups. Interesting. Page of Cups, yes. But not just yet. Things are shifting and changing for you at this time. And then the Sun. The Sun card has come out, which talks to me about what you have manifested, my darling. It is happening, but you just can't see it yet. The Sun allows things to grow. There are people who are going to support you and help you on this journey. The Four of Cups, there is a little bit of letting go that you need to do. Do you see here with these cups here sitting here? But this is the start of the waterfall, isn't it? This is the sort of streamy bit that kind of then leads to the waterfall. So there is a beginning of this coming towards you. Leslie, what is next for me, Spirit? Oh, Miss Therese says, good luck with the stats model, Jack. I'm doing one this year at master's level, then my brain hurts. You can have a look at this on YouTube if you're sitting there. You can see some of the answers and text back. Look at me being bossy. So what were we saying, Louise? No, done Louise. Leslie, what's next for me, Spirit? The Lovers, choices to make, sweetie, choices to make for you. There is something, a start of something for you. It's something that has taken a long time coming towards you, but just take that first step, and it's the Ace of Swords. So this is a beautiful yes card from the universe for you, just something that your soul has set with a higher wisdom and intent. What's Kitty doing? Charlene. No, we've done Charlene. Right, my darlings, I think I am going to do... Charlene has a question. What's your... Charlene, haven't I done your question, sweetie? And Louise. Louise, you haven't done me. Okay, Louise. Louise, a message for Louise, please. Thank you, Spirit. Knight of Wands and the Two of Wands has popped out for you. Knight of Wands, movement in some area of your life. This is you, my darling. Move forward now, knowing that the moving forward with the focus forward is going to achieve the next part of your dreams and your decision making. But you've got to move forward, my love. And this is the Six of Swords has come out here now as well. Go with the flow, allow things to unfold, be very aware of what is coming in for you at the sides, and it's all going to work out in your favor. But that's only if you make decisions from a place that is right for you, correct for you, and you're not being swayed about what other people may think of you or the decision that you are making. Okay, Charlene, you have, I'm sure I did your answer for you. What's your energy, Victoria? What am I doing, Kitty? Oh, she wants to come in as well. Or is that Nut?
No. Right, Nut's just on that paper.
Oh, joking. Oh, I see. Okay, B Kiddo, am I moving in the right direction? Thank you. B Kiddo. Yes, absolutely, my darling. Look at this. You've got Temperance, and you've also got the Strength card as well. So two major arcanas. You are moving forward in the right direction because you've actually allowed the way you're moving forward in terms of your feelings to the way you're moving forward, you are overcoming things that you thought that you couldn't overcome, and you're very in touch with how you are viewing things. You're very in touch with not stepping forward from a reactionary place, but rather from a place that's responding. You're responding to things now from very much a place of understanding. And Spirit is saying here with the Temperance card, this is patience, the dreaded patience card, but this is also, you are on your life path. There are things that are being created and caused and woven together, and part of the jigsaw puzzle that is involving you, but it's not you causing it, it's other people that there are things that need to fall into place in order for this to move forward. So, but there is, Spirit is saying trust that these blessings are coming your way. And just keep in touch with your emotions and keep yourself grounded as well. Oh, and there's the Knight of Cups coming forward. So something rather lovely that is emotionally fulfilling for you is coming into your life. Okay. Thank you, Susan. Thank you. Susie, last one, Susie, because I have gone over by 5 minutes. Susie, last one for Susie. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, Susie, there's some energy here you're being asked to let go of, my darling. You can do it, but there is something there you're being asked to let go of. And you've also got the Strength card at the bottom of the deck here as well. Let's pull one more card for you. So try and shift this in your mind about how you're responding to a situation as well. You've got the Seven of Swords has popped out. So I know this has been very upsetting. And I know, but again, this is something that has left you with an understanding. So I hope that's helping you at this time. Right, I'm going to pull one last card for everybody in the group before I go.
Rachel, I do know she is.
Have you got very good eyesight or something? Can you see it from there?
I can just see it, yes.
Oh, Susie, darling. Okay. Susie, we'll do it. I'll do a little bit more
Nice
for
to
you.
meet you, Kitty. Nice to meet you, Kitty.
One message more for Susie, please. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, B Kiddo. One more message for Susie, please. Thank you. That wanted to come out. Okay, so you've got here the Joy and Delight card. Open your heart to joy. So what this is saying is it's like it's the place you're in right now. There is a lot of enjoyment there for you. See it through the eyes of a child rather than the eyes of an adult about where you are right now. There's lots of little blessings that are coming in. The purpose of our life is actually joy. And you can release this, my darling, because you had the Strength card as well that came out. So you can release this. Let's just, I want one more card for Susie. Oh, there we are. It flew out on the top of the deck. Look, the Moon card. Beautiful card for you. Although you feel you might be in a space which is a bit sort of yucky and swampy and sort of foggy and you can't see the way forward, trust that, again, you are exactly where you're meant to be. And those two wolves there, those are Spirit guiding you as well. And the Moon talks about there are things yet for you to know, but it's okay. But you've made a decision to move forward, my darling, and that's beautiful. Laugh and laugh some more, Parry. I love that.
Thank you for the present.
What present?
Look further down.
Jack, my Christmas present from Kitty with love. Jack's my Christmas present from Kitty and love.
Oh, and it's the call.
No, Jack's my Christmas present. So Jack's much taller than me, by the way. How tall are you now?
6'2".
I think 6'2", 6'3".
No, I'm 6'3".
All right, my darlings. Natasha, last one, Natasha. Any messages from Spirit, please? Thank you. Big Kiddo, thank you so much. I hope I answered a question for you, sweetie. Natasha, be very clear what you are communicating to Spirit at this time. And remember, your thoughts and words and actions, what you're doing, you're placing into your future. Spirit is saying be very, very clear with your communication, both from what's in your mind and what you're saying. Okay, so that's the Queen of Swords, because you are manifesting things into your life and it can be amazing, but also you can bring forth to you things that you might be fearing. So just be very clear. But you have got abundance flowing into your life. 3 of Cups, reasons to be joyous, reasons to be celebrate. Something about foxgloves here for you. Soul family coming into your life as well. So just don't pay any heed or attention to your mind when it starts to over worry and over complicate it and over stress back. Just tell it to shush and just focus your intention forward. And know that if you're willing it to happen and you believe and trust it, it is happening. Thank you, Susie, my darling. Okay, I've gone over time. So I am going to say good night. Nut, come here, please. Can you pass Nut up for a second?
Yeah, we'll do.
Nut, come here. You can come and say good night. So the chaos from this, we've got 3 dogs, 3 doggies in here. We've got 3. Nut needs to go back to factory settings. Don't do that with your ears. We're all going to say goodnight from the mad chaos of Jasmine Cottage, and we gotta look forward to seeing you all next Sunday. Thank you for being with me here this evening. Thank you so much for all the very, very, very kind donations.
Hi, Jess. Hi, Susan.
And JJ, I didn't get to you, my darling. Quick message for JJ.
Thank you, MMMHRN.
2 of Cups, JJ has come out for you. Beautiful, beautiful cards coming in. Do you see the light that's literally shining on that? A really beautiful, fun, vibrant, kind of a relationship that's just, you're both not scared to show the fun sides of yourself. There we are, my darling. Thank you so much, everybody. Love spending tonight with you. I've just done JJ just now. And thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Yogi. Thank you, Parry. Thank you, Kitty. All of you. Just love you all.
Am I such a gift like my mother?
What? Are you what?
From Susan. No, I think she is a special gift. I'm not as fortunate to have that.
Yes, you are. You're very good.
It's like certain moments I could put something out of thin air, but
yeah,
I'm not able to tune in whenever I want, I guess is the best way to put it. Mine just comes at the right time. Yours, the right time for me, I guess. Yours is just all friends. Yours is just there for everyone.
Oh, bless you, darling. Thank you. Can I give you a kiss? Oh, we're going to go now. I'm going to go and have a glass of wine and watch a bit of TV. But thank you guys so much for being here this evening, and look forward to seeing you again next week. So much love.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye. And done.